Good afternoon, or I should say good evening. Today is Monday, July the 16th, and it's about 5:19 p.m. This is my news video, uh, and I'm actually tired. My day started 6 a.m. this morning, and it's hot in my office upstairs without any air conditioning, but that's okay. It's tolerable with the fan. Okay, so anyhow, coming back to the news that you will not get from City TV, CBC, TV Ontario, Global, or Bravo, or CNN, which is my news. That is cheif news. So today I did something really special for this country. I have tried to restore some sense of integrity, honesty, and decency back into this country, and sense of transparency and doing the right thing and not covering up things or not covering up mistakes or crimes by committing 12 or 20 dozen other crimes. So what's the special thing I did today? I actually sent a complaint to Law Society of Upper Canada against my lawyer, who was supposed to defend me against charges against me stemming out of an incident that occurred between myself and Toronto Police on May 2nd of 2008. My final court date for that particular incident and the charges alleged against me was September 22nd, 2009, and my lawyer could not make it to the court that day, so I made a settlement with the police in the absence of my lawyer. In some way it was a good settlement, just to make sure at least the matter got done and some things got at least looked after. But in another way, it was not a good settlement, which I told my lawyer by phone and in writing immediately after leaving the court, and just never heard back from my lawyer for months, other than an acknowledgement that she had submitted her bill to legal aid and had received the payments. So that's about it. So I'd been I've been waiting since September 22nd, 2009 to be feeling well enough physically, mentally, emotionally, in every way, shape, and form to start that complaint, which is what I did. So I'm really happy and proud of myself for being able to do that, despite not having an air conditioner in my office, and despite not having perfect teeth, and despite not being skinny, and despite not coloring my hair or having any makeup on. Quite an accomplishment to be able to do these things. See how dark my face look? It's the sun and the heat, but that's fine. I can survive that, and I can actually still make a complaint without all looking beautiful and being model-like and having long legs and blonde hair and white skin or dark skin or black hair, and wearing mini skirts and makeups and plucking my eyebrows. Amazing. I can do all of those things. So anyhow, and another great thing I did in good faith was to send a copy of that complaint to Toronto Police Chief Bill Blair, so at least he can have that for his records. So when I do my complaint against the police, professional standards, at least they can account that as part of the evidence and documents without having to waste time to try to get that out of the Law Society or my lawyer, or requesting it for me at a later date. So I'm glad I was able to be of service in that regard, to save them some time and energy and to make it easy for them to have that information. So tomorrow, when the police chiefs will get in his office, or his secretary will look at the facts I sent later this afternoon, I think it was after 4 o'clock, I'm sure they'll give me a call to let me know if anything is illegible, not readable, or if there are any pages missing. I think it was over 15 or 16 pages I faxed. But then again, who knows, I may even give them a courtesy call myself tomorrow morning to make sure they've received everything okay, and if there's any problem they can let me know. So that's one thing, and then the third thing I did great for this country and for Prime Minister Stephen Harper is to send him a copy too. So this gave him an opportunity to get involved in this matter, to assist me and the police, and to help this country. Because I'm sure with political propaganda by all kind of different parties like Liberals, Conservatives, NDP, the Independents, and the various lobbying group, that Prime Minister lose sight of the fact that he has some responsibility to the citizen of this country, even those who were not born here, like people like myself. After all, it's the citizen of this country who elect the Prime Minister, not the citizen of United States or UK or other countries. So I think he's been in office long enough now, since February 2006, as the Prime Minister. So I don't think it should hurt him to actually make some time to actually read my letter and make time to speak to me. And he can speak to me as a writer, or he can speak to me simply as a Canadian citizen. There's nothing wrong with doing these things at all, you know. After all, the majority of us are like your sort of average Canadians. Majority of Canadians are not elected politicians. Majority of Canadians are not U.S. leaders, nor are they the Queen and Princes or Prince of England, or leaders of other countries. So it never really hurts actually to pay attention to your citizens of your own country, especially somebody like myself who's been a Liberal, goodness, since 1982 or 1983, and haven't left the Liberal Party. But at the same time, I've been a very vocal critic of Liberal Party too, when they have not been doing a good job. But I also praise them too. So it's amazing. So I'm actually is a little bit of an important person, if I may say so myself. Despite the effort of many people to degrade me, to put me down, to make me feel like nothing. So these are the great things I did today. I actually managed to write a complaint, which I've been meaning to do, or been hoping that I could do since September 22nd, 2009. And then I had the decency and good faith in the Toronto Police Force, despite everything, to give them a copy to make their life easy, so they don't have to kind of chase it out from other people. And it's called courtesy, and it's called actually still believing the best in people, not the worst. And then of course sending a copy of that to Prime Minister Stephen Harper before he gets distracted by other issues. So this is good. Now the second, so this is my news for today. So I'm going to end this here, and then I'll make it part 2 of this news too, because I really do have a lot on my mind, and I really wanted to do a lot of news to help this country, all for free, by the way. I don't get paid for doing these news. And I think at the money I get from the Ontario Disability Support Program, I think it's $1,035. So that works out to be less than 10 cents an hour. Then I put in freebie work for YouTube, Facebook, and freebie complaint making that help improve this country and its various organizations, without me having a job or getting any benefits. So I think, what's that old song that says we build a city on rock and roll? I should say I built Canada, or at least a good part of it, by complaining about various organizations and services, all for free.